Okay, we're going to have to do a retake from the last time, and the reason being the temperature is really hot today. I think it's around 111, and my phone got too hot. So we're going to start over. So age 5 to 7, this was the time I had to, as a child, deal with CPS, foster care, molestation, mental abuse. That's basically what I went for those years. And I had to overcome those issues. And, with that and things going on, promiscuity happened. And then when I also look at the foster care system and how it works, it just, they separated me and my two brothers, saying it was easier to adopt one child out versus 3. So we all went to separate homes. So for 2 years, I was separated from my brothers, other than a couple of times that we were brought back together when a potential adoption may happen. They fell through until I think it was the 3rd time, and that went through. And that was at 7. So I know anything in between that time. And I know what I do now is I just give individuals understanding that wherever they were at the capacity, what happened to that individual. How did that individual obviously had something that happened to them for them to act the way they did. So it's giving people understanding and compassion in different situations as an adult, till I understand where that individual was. And everyone's on a healing journey. There's none of us that are getting out of here without some type of something happening. And whether that be, physical, mental, spiritual, I say I'm spiritual. If I had to choose a religion, I was born Baptist, raised Catholic when I got adopted at 7. And then when I was a teenager, our dad finally said, pick whatever religion you want. I went to a bunch of different churches, tried out different, churches to see how they were. I am just not a church person. And I like people to just speak what is on their mind, and that doesn't always happen. There's a lot of things. And so if I had to choose any one religion, it would probably be Taoism, because Taoism is what I associate the best with. How the universe works and everything. It just, the balance of the shadow and the light, the female, the male. And there was a time period where I actually thought twin flame meant another person, and it's not. At least I don't believe it is. It's everybody has male and female within them. It is the male side of yourself and the female side of yourself, merging the two to become one, so that you are whole within yourself, acceptance of all the parts of you. And that is what I wholeheartedly believe. And to overcome a lot of this stuff is just, the self-love is so important, and loving who you are, not who somebody may want you to be. I know the issues I've been through, it made me a people pleaser, an overgiver, not taking care of myself first, but I'll take care of everybody else around me. If I can't take care of myself, how can I take care of everybody around me? And so that's basically what today was about. And learning that self-love, and giving even, forgiveness to yourself, that you understand that you did the best you could with the knowledge you had at the time. And that's real imperative that people understand that you can only do what you do with the knowledge that you have at the time. Everybody doesn't have the same knowledge. Everybody doesn't comprehend the same way. Everybody has different perspectives. And everybody is allowed to have that. If we were all the same, this would be a freaking boring world. And it's wonderful that we are all different, and size, shapes, colors. I mean, to me, I watched this professor recently, and it was where she said there's only one human race. One. So I have a hard time when the diversity stuff and everything like that, to me, that diversity they put in employers and all these other places, I think that segregates people, because you're saying you're different, you're different, you're different, you're different. Everybody has different cultures, yes. But, you know, everybody is a human being. Doesn't matter what their color is, what their race is, any of that, you know. But it's a good appreciation of different cultures. And I can say my father that adopted me, he taught me to appreciate different cultures, because he was in international trade. And the appreciation of different cultures is exactly what we should be doing, is appreciating each individual for who they are. And yeah, so that's it for today. That's all I'm going to go on. And then I will chat and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.